Oh shit, I'm your host, Princess Capella, joined today by none other than Joshita.
Hi.
Last week was the roast. It's a roast.
It's a roll.
Arietti did the most. She did the worst ever that anybody's ever seen. Battled it out with Jules in the sparkles. Jules in the sparkles in the bottom. Ultimately, we got her ass sent home. And Lydia snagged her first win, cementing herself kind of in the competition here.
A win for Butthole. And it was also nice to see cheater Arietti go home.
Yeah, and her last words completely killing what was left of her career to Anya Nerve was basically just, bye, you stink. Like, that, it was so fucked up.
Honestly, that was just like, I mean, it just really cemented like how immature she is and how she's just, that showed who she was, her personality and shit. And I love that Anya was just like, and that's why she deserved to go home, because she's a hating ass bitch.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, it was so true. So true.
I'm interested to see if I think for the drama we'll see Arietti on a future season. I'm interested to see how her career handles what she did on the show, because some people really take off after their time on the show. I mean, look at Corey King right now. Like, Corey King is popping off. She was like #1 on Cameo.
True.
And she didn't have like an incredible run on the show, but she's really taken that and gone with it. And somebody more recently, like Mistress Isabel Brooks, who did really well on the show and then has gone on to build a really big YouTube following, Patreon following, and then you can also do what Arietti did and just completely destroy your career.
It's like very ugly. Like, I guess I don't want to give her any more attention. Oh, have you seen Corey Toot on Corey's Cameo?
Yes, I have. Incredible. It's cinema. She did it twice.
Nightmare.
As well.
Nightmare fuel.
It's so good. This week we have Ross Matthews and the Ducks, which is a Okay, you guys, I'm sick. Okay, I need somebody to help me. Help me. I'm sick. Let's pull up the gay TV, you guys. So now this was something I was wondering too, because this challenge was kind of famous reality TV fights or like moments, like, because it wasn't all references.
It had a very TMZ underlying thing.
Jules, her speech was almost a direct translation of New York versus Gemma Collins in the confessional on Big Brother. There was obviously like a Vanderpump and Lisa Renner, but the fight itself wasn't anything like what they've gotten into. And I think there was also a quote from when not even Vanderpump, it was Kyle Richards, right? Or got in a fight with Lisa Rinna, and she was like, "Don't bring up what you don't want out."
This was a strange episode. I'm not gonna lie.
Weird.
This was a weird challenge.
So we're starting off here with Lana Geray as Drippy Q. She looked so hot in this outfit.
I mean, it was a bodysuit. Like, what do you mean?
Well, she's hot though.
I mean,
yeah,
she's hot, but like it was like,
well, okay.
I felt like she was dipped down.
This character was supposed to have a big ass and big tits. Like, that literally was part of the character description. And then there was like,
nothing.
Where was all of that? Like, this is what we get. She's like, I'm so excited to play a character with big boobies. And then
I was like, is she actually gonna wear something? And then she came out and I was like, okay, so she's not doing anything different at all.
The titty malfunction was camp, though. That was great.
The chicken cutlet fell down.
Yes. I have her an all right mama for this.
Her personality definitely came out a little bit more, and it was like definitely more like, oh, okay, so I'm hearing you speak. Okay, you're here. You're holding your own in this acting thing. We'll be honest with you, I was like very whelmed by this whole thing here. I do have her.
The whole of this whole challenge, or specifically?
Both.
Okay.
And for everybody.
Okay.
I have her in, but it's the passion.
Our runway theme this week was black and white eleganza or something like that. And I'm starting to think that this is something very new for Lana, is just some editor laughing their ass off making this show, because like I think they just had a bunch of clips of her saying that, and then we're just putting it in wherever.
I have a question.
I'm ready.
And I do mean this in the most negative way. When did it become a thing to just come out with your pussy out?
There's a lot of that this episode.
Yes, because it's like Lana does it, Lexi does it.
Yep.
Other queens have done it before too. And I'm like, why is it a thing? I absolutely hate this trend. Please, can we
have a little
I'm okay if you want
decorum.
to exactly. I'm okay if you want to show your pussy, but show it if you're going to show it. Don't just have it peeking out looking like you're fucking you just don't fit. Your dress doesn't fit. I don't think it's a 0 out of 10, but I am not moved by this. I'm gonna also give it a little grease. Just
Okay.
good.
I agree. A little grease on your nerve as big fupa. Now, I have a bone to pick here, bitch. Because
I knew you were gonna say something.
Because I'm the fupa queen, okay? I am the legendary frog fupa queen Laquifa. And there is not a fupa in sight. There is no fupa here.
There was no fupa. I agree, there was not one. I was expecting one, and I looked for the fupa, and I didn't see the fupa.
I saw no fupa. Fupa jeans weak. Yeah. It was I'm let down. I want to see my representation here. That being
I
said,
agree with you.
rigor mortis because there's no fupa. I'm kidding.
Wow.
I'm kidding.
I think she looks great, even though she just should have a fupa.
She looks great. She did really well. It was perfect. The timing was perfect, and she continues to eat this whole competition. Piggy, Slayana.
Slayana all day.
I knew you were gonna put her in Slayana. I went back and forth, but because of my overly whelmed feeling, I did have her in the top of All Right Mama. But I will concede and agree to a Slayana this week. I like it. I do. I can tell that it is well done. It is not my taste.
Yeah.
But I love the headpiece and the swan part. The part that I don't like is like the swirly kind of detail coming across.
Okay.
I almost would have preferred it to just be like a tight black gown like that, or maybe even with those like nude strips and stuff. But I just don't like the extra material on top of it. I think it makes it look a little bit busy and messy. And then I wish that the swan was positioned a little bit higher so you could see more of her face. But I do like it. I think it's a good idea, and I'm still gonna give it a grease.
It was a cute kind of Bjork nod. It would have been nice to just see a black version of Bjork's swan dress. But it was campy, which was really cute. And there is something about the bottom that I think is a little bit boring, though. Like,
yeah.
And the back of it, especially when she turns around from the waist down, is really just like, okay, it's just black sequin fabric. And again, we've said this a couple times now that it could be because the stage is so dark and like everything, there's so much black on the stage that this is all kind of getting swallowed, because you really can't see if there is any type of detailing in the skirt part. Like, you can't see it, especially when she turns around. So I will still grease it. And Sam Starr as Shonda Cox.
You're gonna be mad at me for this, probably.
Am I?
I was like really bored by Sam's performance.
I agree.
Like, oh, okay. I didn't think you would.
I thought this was kind of a hot take because I was like, there didn't seem to be enough levels.
Exactly. I felt like, there was like two different emotions that were conveyed, but it was all up here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I don't know. I feel like she's just being Sam Starr. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't like amazing for me. And I would probably put this in like low, but is it fashion? High, cut your wigs up.
Yeah, overall, I thought it was good, but it wasn't varied really at all. Even just the same volume the whole time, you know what I mean? Like, it was just really like loud in your face. But yeah, I had this in the bottom of But Is It Fashion?
Oh, Oh, okay. We were in a trifecta of agreement.
Oh my gosh, I'm surprised. So Sam for the black and white ball. Does this remind you of Magnetica's lip sync look that she went home in?
A little bit. Now that you mention it, I didn't think of it because it wasn't like that iconic to me. I know you fucking thought it was.
I
the
live
best
for
thing in the
Magnetica
world.
so much.
I do like this a lot, though. It's polished. You could see this in a pageant. I do really like the way that she did her lips here.
Yeah.
She looked really, really cunty, and the hair could have been. It looks like she took this straight from Trinity's closet.
Sick of that hair.
A little bit sick of this hair. Everything else I really like. This is a Grease for me.
Yeah, I thought this was so cute. And I love that she did a really elevated version of this fucking clown realness look. She said, "This is what Susie 2 wished she had looked like, honey. She wished."
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, it reminded me a little bit of Magnetica's look from Drag Race France. The fabric looks kind of cheap. I see what you mean. Because it's really shiny. And it looks like, sometimes patterns, especially black, if you stretch and it turns white.
I was just gonna say, it looks like it's stretched.
Yes.
And the color is thinned.
But the mask with the jingles, oh my gosh, I love a little jester. I mean, I'm a stupid little jester. And that's all I want to be. So I love this. This is Grease. What the fuck did you say?
Sip a little bit.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Shot. No, do you remember? Oh my God, do you remember? Drink, slutty bitch, drink.
No, I do not whatsoever. Probably because I was drinking.
Because you were just abiding by the rules.
Lydia Butthole Collins as Dr. Scaddington.
And so for this one, I thought it was a lot better than I think everybody else did. I do think that the one thing that she really dropped the ball on was like the prostate line, where it was like, they're literally fucking telling you what to do right now, and you're just not doing it. So that annoyed me, but other than that, I thought it was fine.
See, I agree. Like Lydia, I thought it worked fine for her character because she's not the over the top, my husband's cheating on me. She's the snarky person that the husband's cheating with. So I thought the characterization worked. Like you said, just the prostate wants what it wants. That definitely, she didn't pick up the note on that, and it needed more like of a peak where like Sam, like they needed to kind of implement each other into the right, because like Sam never crashed and burned at all, and then Lydia never climaxed, so they kind of needed to make out, is what I'm saying.
They needed those papas.
They needed the papas. Damn you, RFK Jr. So I had Lydia in, what is it, fashion? Lydia's black and white look.
I love this. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
I thought this fabric is what Sam should have had on her look, because this looks like it's not super cheap. The hands kind of did a little bit, but other than that, it looked pretty like nice. Maybe the fur, whatever. It looked nicer. I thought it was great. I guess the only thing about it really was her inability to be mobile in it.
Yeah.
But I give this a big Grease. Hair and all. Really super love this. I think when she turned the corner, I probably gasped. Like, I was freaking out about it when she walked out. I love the mix of the fur with this like weird chevron or whatever pattern this is, and the tails on it too. Oh my God. Even the makeup and the hair works really well. It was super pretty. Even the arms, it was fine. Like, I loved all of it. I love that she could walk in it. It's like, it's so like luxurious almost. So that's a Grease. That's a Grease. That's greasy. Suzanne Tudis. The hairline, obviously, it was
crazy.
A talking point in the episode. It was crazy. I thought it was hilarious that Rue asked if that was for a black girl. I was like, are you kidding me?
At first I thought I could like see her wig cap or something. I was like, what in the fuck?
I know. I wanted more peaks and pits from Susie too, because she's the theater lady. I was a little bit underwhelmed here again. I have this in But Is It Fashion? I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was like just so middle of the road for me.
I think that what this is referencing, this fight is like so good between, is it Kyle or is it Kim? I think it's Kim. At first I thought this was supposed to be Lisa Vanderpump, right? Or what's her fucking name? Whatever.
Because there's Felicity Slanderpump. That's
Yeah.
who Susie is.
And Lisa Rimmer, who is like Lisa Renner. And Liza, yeah, whatever. And they're fighting, and she goes, "Let's not talk about what you don't want." And then that's when Liza is like, "Don't you talk about my husband?" You know, like what Jackie Cox was like referencing, and it was like so fucking good. This fight is so good. And at one point, I think like Liza fuck me, breaks a bottle, like she's gonna stab somebody. It's fucking crazy.
Yes.
Love that. But it was definitely Kim Richards and Liza Renna. So look that up if you want your gay history. The face card on Susie Toot here, it needs to be cut up and thrown in the trash. Like this
is bad.
Something was not right. Like all this white here just like was not blended.
Yeah.
And then with the BLM lace was just, it was so bad. I did think that Susie did well. But I did have her in But Is It Fashion? Okay, tell me your thoughts on this, Josh.
I like it a lot.
Okay, good.
I wish there was a tiny bit more of a cinch on the waist. But that's literally it may fully just be the beads that make it look a little bit like it is not misshapen or anything at all. It's just kind of straight. But I think it is really, really good. I enjoy it a lot. It had great movement. Her face looked good. She had a full cat outfit on. She had a tail. Yes. She had claws. She was ready to go. The whole thing like elongated her neck. It looked so good. This is a big fat grease.
Yeah, I fucking love this. I'm fucking obsessed with this. I'm like, need to remake the headpiece immediately. And fucking, this is serving Sisters of the Plenitude of New York from New Earth in Doctor Who. And I'm obsessed. And I swear to God, that is probably where she fucking pulled this out. Because you know that bitch is probably a Whovian.
Yes, I think this is cunt for Susie too.
This is cunt. I think sure it could have been nipped in more at the waist, but I don't mind the shape. It reminds me a lot of a jingle dress, the way that it moves. And it was like, oh my God, just like so pretty. There's so much going on. And I love that she had like a cat suit under it too. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the makeup. I'm gonna die. It's so good.
Don't die.
Grease.
Woo!
Lexi Love as Lisa Rimmer.
I'm kind of sick of them just giving Lexi a pass. I feel like there have been several episodes where she has just gotten a pass, aside from Snatch Game, where she was clearly, obviously, very cleanly given a pass.
Yeah.
She has collected a couple of high placements, but like, she's no Sam Star.
She's gotten some questionable high placements. Like, she technically placed high in Snatch Game, and that was rigomoris.
It was absolutely uncalled for. And I don't know. I'm just a little, at this point, I'm like, yeah, I do like Lexi's looks and kind of her personality sometimes. But I don't know. I think, is Lexi running out of gas?
She seems like she fought off her inner demons a little bit this week.
Every single week. Okay.
Yeah, right. And the edit was giving her a lot of grief. The final scene was fine. But again, we saw her struggling with just herself. And, I think it's going to be a continual cycle until she can kind of break out of that. I'm interested because the edit next week is showing us again, like, oh, she's struggling. Who knows if that's actually what the tea is, because the previews are just, sometimes they just make shit up. But it's weird that like they feel the need to bring her on stage like every single week. Like she's been in like, I think she's pretty much always been on the stage for critiques.
Very true.
But overall, I had her in the bottom of But Is It Fashion? But I can see her being in Cut Your Wigs Up.
I'm cool with either. I would probably teeter towards Cut
Your fucking wigs up.
Lexi's black and white garment.
Okay.
The pussy's out. The bubblegum.
Again, the bubblegum is hanging out. And then the hair. Okay, you know what I think the hair looks like? You know, like when you're in a body of water and you put your head in and then you lean over and your hair hangs down and then you lift it up and you look like George Washington.
Wow, that's so specific, but yes.
That's what she looks like right now. I'm not a fan of this hair. Is this a dress? What is this? It looks like a long t-shirt. It looks a half like a diaper at the bottom. And I am not living for this one. I'm not. Is it a wedding? What are we? Pussy out. Nooch for me on this.
It's a shame that it's another kind of bridal movement moment, right off of, her Betsy's bridal thing. And yeah, the hair, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why someone would own hair like this unless it was to go to like one of those historical recreation camp play, like, where they have the guns, reenactments. That's what those are called.
We're doing a period look.
A period look, yes. I do love the fabric though, but I don't know how much it excuses what's going on with the rest of the garment. Like, I love the veil, really. The dress itself, I'm like not really gagged over, because again, and I mean, what she was saying is that like, she knew everybody was going to be in a gown, so she did something really short. But it's like, we've seen her do something this short multiple times now. So we're getting into Corey King character. Help! Corey King territory here. So
fair.
I'm still gonna grease this for the drama, but let's hope next week she doesn't have her pussy out. Next we have Jules Sparkles as Chicago.
I love Jules, and I was like, when she was fighting for this role, I was like, doesn't really seem like a role that she would pick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But she wanted it. So I truly think that she missed the mark on it. Like, she did struggle a little bit with like the words, but that like wasn't the issue. It was just like how she got it across was just too, like, she was leaning too much into like the tongue pop, this, that, where it was much more of like I'm actually really mad right now and I just want to spew this hatred.
Yeah.
Type of moment. And I think she just like, she did what she thought she should do and made it draggy and bigger, and it was just off mark. I do have her in But Is It Fashion?
But Is It Fashion?
Okay, Jules as Chicago, right? This was the problem. And actually there's two problems. And my first problem is that you are gonna come out here as Tiffany New York Pollard, the HBIC, with no tits.
Literally none.
Zero
Flat.
tits.
Washboard.
No. Okay, first of all, no. Secondly, this moment was like a confessional, right? So it wasn't over the top, Flavor of Love or I Love New York, which also we could watch those on stream if you guys ever wanted to. We can watch those.
Oh my god.
She was like very reserved. She was almost like sleepy during this. So it's like, even though the delivery that what Jules was giving, I think like she should have either gone full on I Love New York, Flavor of Love, crazy New York to give it energy, or she should have given the actual quiet, like quiet New York.
Yes.
But yeah, I just cut that wig. Cut it.
Cut that wig. Cut
She did not have the vernacular.
She didn't have the vernacular. She should have put those shoes back. They were Old Maiden type shoes.
That being said, we have Jules in her black and white look. What did you think about this Senor Yoshita?
I like this. I think it looks really cute. The effect worked really well. I think she looks great. With the little kitty purse and the little tail.
The tail is
I
a
like
bracelet.
Yeah, well, the kitty is a purse, and then the tail
Yeah.
is a bracelet.
The tail is so cute.
They're both adorable. Everything on this is check, 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 check. Like, I really like it. Big Grease.
Yeah, this was like so many like details to it, right? With the painter effect on the fabric that really makes it look like a
cool.
fashion illustration. The way that it's accessorized with the hair and I'm obsessed with the bracelet tail, especially, is so cute. I would literally I would wear that. Just the bracelet thing.
The judges were like wild about it. I was like, it's good, but like.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think I like Susie's look more than I like this.
Me too.
But yeah, definitely big, huge, fat fucking Grease.
Big fat.
Big fat fuck.
Big fat fucking nasty gross bitch.
So our tops are Susie Toot, Sam Star, Lexi Love, and Anya Nerve.
Wait a second, hold it. They were Lucy and Sexy. Wow.
Hello?
Susie and Lexi were safe.
Let me bring this up.
You made it up. You're lying.
No. Okay, so maybe we're fighting, but at the very least we know.
There might be that.
We at least know for sure that Anya Nerve wins.
Yes.
And so she's the first queen with 3 wins?
Yeah. Yep. Because Suzanne did not get it.
Right. And she's like more than that. She's consistently been really high. She's never lip synced yet.
Yeah.
Track
Yep,
record?
absolutely.
The track record is track recording. I don't like when people say that. Do you like when people say that? Like the thing is thinging?
I mean, I'm not like mad about it, but like I don't say it.
Yeah, I don't say that either. I think that's really cringe. We can also agree that Jules, Lana, and Lydia were in the bottom.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So we're in agreement there, and that Lydia and Lana lip sync to Unholy by Sam Smith.
I agree with that too.
That we all can agree happened. The question was it was pretty clear that Lydia Butthole Collins was going to be in the bottom. And the question immediately became how is she going to dance in this wiggle dress? And the answer, of course,
I think that was her. It was all over her face too, though. Like you could tell that she knew it was a problem.
Yeah, but I almost think that she could have pulled it off if she hadn't tried to cut herself out of the dress, because she was giving it.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, on top of it, she obviously brought her little prop with her because she could foresee having to try to break the chains off. And it was hard to watch because it was I really, really was enjoying Lydia, and I was I really wanted her to do well. And Lana hasn't won anything yet. Yes, she had a good week last week, but also Butthole won last week.
Yeah.
They both did. So it was so shitty. I didn't want her to lose, but the scissors took a really long time. It was awkward. She couldn't get her feet out of the dress.
Yeah.
And then she probably had 20 seconds of song left by the time she got out of it. So writing was on the wall.
I think that RuPaul is ice cold for sending Lydia home in this, because I mean, I know it was her fault, I guess, for not starting the snip in Untucked to make sure she could get the dress off or whatever, or not having the forethought to get out of the dress or whatever. I know technically it's her fault, but
seeing
her struggle on stage and then her going home was oh my fucking god.
I know.
It was so heartbreaking.
Terrible.
And Lana was I thought that she was so disconnected. There really wasn't anything in the face for somebody who's a model and giving me models. She was completely dead in the face. And I mean, do we think, like, how much longer do we think Lana's gonna last in the competition?
I think she's next to go.
Yeah, I think she is
I don't
too.
think she's gonna make it any further. Also, I would any day with Sam Smith. Oh my god.
He's so reserved. Oh my god, I'm ending the stream. They.
What?
I use their pronouns, which is hysterical for someone who is non-binary.
Yes.
They are like, they came back in Untucked, and I know you don't really watch, but they came back and were talking and like,
week.
oh, you did for Sam Smith.
No, because I downloaded Philo for a free trial.
I got you. But they're so soft-spoken.
Yes.
And then comparing that to their singing voice, I find to be really interesting. And I can't quite tell because I don't, I like Sam Smith. I'm not like, I don't go out of my way to listen to their music really, but I like their popular songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I couldn't quite tell. I was like, okay, are they like on vocal rest or something? So they're being really reserved and untucked, or do they always talk like this? You know what I mean? It's interesting.
Probably always. I feel like it's always.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, is this them being saved? Wow. Okay.
They're walking to the back of the stage. And now they're giving Anya and fucking whoever else, Sam, their top 2 critiques because I'm always right and you should never fucking second guess me, bitch.
Wow. Okay. We gotta say this thing really quick for our YouTube videos. If you guys want to come watch us live, you could come be live on our live stream on Twitch and YouTube. Okay.
Yeah. Want more gay shit?
Do you love poppers and being gay? Come yell at us on stream and tell us we're
poppers
stupid.
and screaming? Live gay. Poppers and screaming. Butt naked, farting loud as hell.
I love you guys. You're all gay and loud and annoying.
Yay. All
And I
day,
mean
sex
that
again.
with all of the love in my heart.